What's good, everybody, and welcome back to the show. On this episode, we're playing a game of Save or Splurge. A round of applause from the audience. Thank you. I need you guys to cue in. Thank you so much for giving energy. Are we alive? Are we ready to play? I'm your host and your main girl, Mel, looking out for both your hair and your pockets. So if you want to hear where you should drop it, then keep on watching. Better yet, play along in the comment section below. Leave your answers as we go through the categories. But first, let's meet our contestants. Come on down! Yeah! There he is! He's coming! Yeah! Put it there! Thank you so much for joining us on our first official episode of Save or Splurge. Tell us about yourself.
Hey, I'm Anthony, and I'm excited to be here.
Even though he doesn't have a lot of hair. I believe you'll bring an interesting perspective to our game, which isn't just a game, it is a test. So we're gonna put you back in the hot seat and get right into it. You see, everyone has different priorities, especially when it comes to purchasing beauty. But let's see if our contestants today will save or get schooled. Okay. We will be going in depth through each and every category with an explanation as to why you may want to save or if it is worth the splurge. And thanks to our showgirl Amanda demonstrating each and every one of these categories for us, starting with arguably one of the most important categories that might be a hint to our contestants. We're talking about shampoo. Shampoo is the first product to use in your hair care routine. It's the product that prepares your hair for each and every product that you put on it afterwards. Shampoo addresses a variety of different hair concerns, from scalp to hair damage to growth, color care, shine, and more. With so many different categories to choose from, it leaves you to wonder, is it worth the splurge or can we save? Anthony, this is your first question. You have 5 seconds on the clock. Splurge. He got it right. Was not expecting that kind of answer from him, not going to lie, but very impressed because yes, if there's anywhere in your hair care routine to splurge, in my professional opinion, it would be the shampoo region. Now is a good time to leave a disclaimer that there will always be exceptions to this rule, but when it comes to shampoo, a product that is directly going onto your scalp, the foundation of hair growth, you want to be a little selective about what products you are putting there, because the wrong type of cleanser may cause irritation on your skin, it could affect your hair health and growth, and you might not just want to pick a shampoo that is for your hair's needs, but specifically your scalp's needs. For example, a good shampoo will both cleanse your hair, not be irritating on your scalp, preserve your color, and maybe even perform well in hard water or well water. There's a lot of different factors that we need to consider when picking a shampoo, and typically a lower end drugstore shampoo will be more straightforward and might not address all of your hair care's needs, leaving you to feel empty. Yeah. So think about that. If there's ever upcoming sales, is a great time to take advantage of products you may want to splurge on. Now, let's move on to our next category, conditioner. Conditioner is to be used after your shampoo, and it's to help replenish your hair with the nutrients and the moisture that we may have just cleansed away. This is where we can get more into our hair care needs on our ends as opposed to our roots. At this step of your routine, you'll want to address any hair concerns such as dryness, breakage, frizz, lack of shine. But you'll want to do all of that without compromising bounce, volume, and weightlessness in the hair. So what's it gonna be? Anthony, you have 5 seconds on the clock. Will you save or splurge? Splurge. Hey, big spender! Okay. Was not expecting this. Anthony, we'd love to hear your reasoning as to why you might want to splurge on a conditioner, please.
A lot of times when you're trying to combine a good conditioner with a good shampoo, it's like a double whammy, so I think you can get a lot of sets with the same shampoo and same conditioner with like the same brand, and it's good to splurge on both of those things because they're both equally as important.
Ooh, that is an interesting one. It's almost like you have sisters that you grew up with, but personally, I would save. Ooh, Let me give my reasoning. The basic function of every conditioner product is to help bring back down your pH after cleansing, to fill in the cracks in the cuticle, the areas of damage that are feeling dry and lacking shine, to help replenish all of those nutrients once again. In a lot of conditioners that are higher end, they may be filled with a bunch of fancy ingredients that sound super intriguing and magical, but the basis of a conditioner formulation is all the same. And so if you have an affordable conditioner that you like using, you are okay. And that's just me personally. Again, exceptions to every rule. Do I definitely prefer to reach for higher end conditioners in the shower? I tend to. But as long as they aren't going on my scalp, I'm okay with them. Let's move on, shall we? The category is deep
conditioners.
This isn't just your ordinary conditioner, but a treatment mask that is used when you need a little extra conditioning. Now, these products aren't made for everybody. Not everyone needs a deep conditioner. Sometimes it's a nice form of self-care, and sometimes it is actually needed for your hair. I always say, the more you do to your hair, the more you need to take care. On that note, sir, when it comes to deep conditioner, you are not the father. I love Maury Povich. When it comes to a deep conditioner, are you going to save or splurge? It's a save! 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 I also say save for almost the same reasons as I mentioned with conditioner. Pretty much all of them are going to do the same thing. They may vary in ingredients, but I have used some lower end, affordable deep conditioners that were so effective at conditioning and actually detangled a lot better than other higher end masks that are sometimes too thick and don't give you the slip that you need. When I say you, I'm talking to my curlies. This is an area where we can actually save in our hair care routine. That is, if deep conditioner is something you need. It's definitely not a necessity in everyone's hair routine. If you have healthy, bouncy hair like me that is short and not really color treated, and you don't really need to do crazy masking. And you definitely don't need to leave a mask on for a very long time. After about 30 minutes, your product has reached a threshold. There's not going to be much more conditioning that can be done. And you also don't want to over condition your hair, basically drowning it by letting it sit in that conditioner for a very long time. So take that wise advice. Rinse your product as advised. Always check the description on the bottle. And for certain descriptions, if you want to know my professional advice, my opinion, and what I like, well, I'll tell you after the break. Okay. This video has been brought to you by the Mains by Mell team launching mainsbymell.com, the one-stop blog spot to search and destroy. Search and find all the answers to your questions in one convenient place. Just take a look through the blog. And if you're considering buying a product but you're not sure if it's going to work for you, check out Mell's who, what, when, where, and why on the products she uses most. You can find Mell's discount codes, video tutorials, and know when there is a new event and launch coming if you sign up for the newsletter. You'll also be automatically entered into a draw for a monthly giveaway. So what do you say? Head over to mainsbymell.com today. And we're back. When we left you, we were talking about deep conditioners. And our next category is similar but different. We're going to talk about treatments. Hair treatments that are usually made to repair. These differ from deep conditioners because a deep conditioner is more moisture focused. When it comes to a treatment, these are going to be more specific. They should be used very sparingly and as diagnosed by your hair professional. What I mean is as recommended by your hair professional. The other reason why these should not be confused with deep conditioners is because they're often not used like a deep conditioner. Sometimes they may be used before shampooing. Sometimes they may be used skipping your conditioner in replace of. These products are very specific and they're very specific to your needs. What do you need? Let's see. Should you get saving or are we spending? How much are you spending? Are you saving or splurging?
For me personally, I'm saving.
Saving! Do not listen. to the man with the short hair over there, okay? And do not just listen to any Joe Blow on the internet recommending a product that sounds really good, because it might be too good to be true. When it comes to specific hair treatments, there are very few that have scientific data to back them up, but those that do can actually do some magic for you. And in order to do that, you're gonna have to pay a little extra out of pocket. What are you paying for? Sure, sometimes it might be a brand name, but you're paying for a lot of research and development that helped create these products that may be also patented. The good news is you might not have to spend, because if your hair does not need a treatment, then you're for free to go. Now let's move on to the next category. Our next category is yet another type of conditioner, but this time we're leaving them in. These conditioners are used as a prep product for Jesus Christ! What happened? They may help protect our hair from detangling, heat, UV damage, and more. Does more mean that you should spend more? Well, what does he think? Anthony, when it comes to a leave-in conditioner, would you save or splurge?
I am 100% going to drop absolutely no money. I'm saving.
Wow, you are really cheap. But I have to say that I agree. When it comes to a leave-in conditioner, as long as it is going to help protect you from the above, you can definitely find a good leave-in conditioner that is affordable. You do not have to spend all of your coin. Just make sure you find the right one for your hair and your hair care's needs. Personally, I do like a leave-in conditioner prep product slash primer to be in a spray applicator. That way I find it easy to apply to the hair evenly throughout, which is super important for our hair's primer, because again, this is a layer of protection from the outside world, the elements, and even what we're doing to our hair. So if you find a product that you're going to be able to apply evenly without weighing your hair down, that's the one for you. And again, if you want some recommendations, I have them for you. Just head over to the website www.mainsbymell.com to see some recommendations. Now moving on to our next category here, we have your hairbrush. This may be a tool that you use to detangle, or perhaps it's one you use to style. There are many different types of hairbrushes on the market, some of them with a hefty price. Is it worth it? Anthony, would you save or splurge on a hairbrush?
Save.
Save once again. I am at this point not surprised by any of your answers. You are such a predictable man. And why is that? Because you've never used the brush on your goddamn head?
Shut up, contestant over there.
Contestant B.
The reason why I would save is because you could probably find a good brush that you really want for a decent price on like Amazon, for example.
I think we've reached a point where I should ask you, what does saving actually mean to you? How much is affordable and how much is too much?
I think anything above $50.
When it comes to hairbrushes, what do I say? Well, I don't want you to save at the dollar store per se. You really want to look for different features on a hairbrush. What I like to look for is the shape. Is it ergonomic? Are the teeth, if you're detangling, are they flexible? Is the brush durable? Because if you spend little money on a brush, but you're having to replace it very often, then you might as well have just spent more in the first place. So to be sustainable, we are spending on a hairbrush. And when I say spending, I mean you can find a good hairbrush, especially the ones that I recommend, from $15 to $20. And if that is not in your budget, I would like to put into perspective, this is a tool that comes into contact with your hair on a regular basis. And the wrong tools used on your hair can cause irreversible damage. So consider that next time, and if you can, save. Get the brush on sale, okay? Moving on to our next category. You are doing not bad, sir, not bad. But how will you do with this? What do you think about a curl cream? For those of you who don't know what a curl cream is, because maybe your hair isn't curly, in that case, I have to extra thank you for watching today's episode and this channel in general. Yes, Curl cream. This is a styling product, contrary to a leave-in conditioner, which is there to further your conditioner benefits. This is going to help you detangle. It may add softening, protection to your hair. A curl cream acts as a styler. Because it is a cream, it will still have moisturizing benefits that a leave-in conditioner will have, but it's going to go the extra mile to also provide a little extra hold, definition, as well as curl enhancing if you're using ones with specific ingredients. But it depends on what you're using. Do you think it's worth saving or splurging?
Well, for me personally, I wouldn't spend a dime, clearly. But for you guys, I'm gonna have to go with splurge.
Ooh! Now I did say this was a test, and this is actually a trick question because when it comes to a curl cream, you could really go either way, and I say you go mid-range. Smack down the middle. I have used a good variety of all different types of curl creams, and I think the best performing ones that I have used were between $15 to $25, which I would consider to be mid-range. And so for those that need a curl cream or desire a softer result out of their hairstyle, it may be worth putting in just a couple extra dollars. You know, we're not breaking the bank, but getting a good product that's mid-range that'll do a variety of things such as soften, moisturize, also define, and again, even enhance. You can get all of these things out of a mid-range product. So yes, we can splurge a little bit to get the results that you want. But maybe you don't. Maybe you don't want that. Maybe what you want is out of the next category. We're talking hair gels. And under this category, we are going to include mousses because a hair gel and a hair mousse tend to do the same thing. These are fixative products. They're gonna help to create hold, style, shape, and form out of your curl definition and end result. These are the products that are going to potentially give longevity out of your hairstyle so you don't have to wash and style your hair every single day. When you are curly, that is definitely not preferred. Even if your preference out of a hair gel is one that isn't crunchy, which hair gels tend to be, these might be products that you still want to be using in order to get that longevity. So the question is, can you use a hair gel that gives you longevity and isn't crunchy? And to do that, do we have to splurge or can we save? What do you think? Anthony, you got 5 seconds on the clock.
If we're styling our hair with a mousse or a gel, I'm going to have to say we're gonna splurge.
You got it right with the splurge. When it comes to our hair gel or mousse, the fixative product, this is in the style part of our hair routine. This is not an area that we want to be skipping or overlooking, rushing even as we are applying. It's one of the most important steps after shampoo, conditioning, and priming. Okay, they're all important, but you know what I mean. For that longevity and that nice touch and feel and look and shine and bounce still, you want to use the right type of product for your hair. And splurging doesn't have to mean breaking the bank yet again. There are some very good mid-range products between $15 to $25 that can perform really, really well for you. But just like any product, you have to look at your hair needs and also the environment that you are in. Because if you're someone that lives in an area with high humidity, or you are someone that color treats their hair that gets very, very dry easily, you want to be particular about the products that you are using. So I wouldn't advise just picking up anything from the drugstore, unfortunately. You know, I do want to save your wallet today, but let's see our next category, okay? Ooh, we have hair serum. These products are used in the phase finish in the hair routine. These are the finishing steps to give us the results that we want. Specifically, we use hair oils and serums to seal in the look that we have achieved. These help to seal in moisture, smooth down frizz, add shine, and sometimes more. Does that mean that you should splurge or can we save? Anthony, hair oils and serums, what do you think?
Safe.
Now I think we're related. I am definitely team save when it comes to using a hair oil or a serum because, like a conditioner, these are all doing the exact same thing. Now, What differs a good hair oil from a not so good hair oil is how heavy it is. Sometimes they are a little bit heavier and can weigh your hair down. This is mostly a concern if you have fine hair or super soft hair. You know, you might not actually need to use a ton of hair oil, but using a hair oil has a place in everyone's hair routine, either at the end of your wash day or right before washing, to help protect your ends from your shampoo process. There's definitely different types of oils that you can use with different types of ingredients. Some of them with silicones, some of them silicone free. Now, if you are someone that is a little more frizzy, I definitely recommend using something with silicones, because using this is your best bet at achieving long-lasting results with more moisture in your hair and also more shine. I wish I could love the really expensive, luxurious hemisqualane oils for your hair, but they do nothing for me. And if they do something for you, I love that for you. You can continue spending, but for me, we're saving. So, now the next category is refresh sprays. A refresh spray is a product, really not looking my best today. A product for next day, or maybe in a few days after your hair is looking a little bit wonky. Maybe it needs refreshing without fully washing. These products can add a lot of convenience to your hair routine and save you a lot of time from having to rewash, but they can also be a little bit heavy as you are applying more product onto your hair than you had already done on wash day. So you definitely don't want too much buildup on the hair. So that being said, are you saving or are you splurging on a hair refreshing product?
I can't imagine a dry shampoo being that expensive.
Well, I'm gonna stop you right there, because dry shampoo is a different category. While it is refreshing your hair, it's more refreshing your root area. So we're talking about more refreshing the ends, a curl refreshing spray. In that case, are you saving or splurging?
I'm gonna have to go with save.
That, sir, is absolutely correct. A refresh spray, while convenient, is not always necessary as an additional product. You can make your own refresh spray out of the products you already use currently by mixing them with a little bit of water as needed. Okay, don't make a whole separate science experiment in a bottle, okay? Just take some to mix up and apply when you need a little bit of refreshing. Depending on what you need, if your hair is feeling dry or it's just a little misshapen, you might want to reach for your curl cream or your gel, but we could talk about that in another video. Or better yet, you can check out my blog, Refresh 101, for lots of details on different ways that you can refresh your hair for the results that you're looking for. Now, since your brain was already there, we'll move on to the next category, which is dry shampoos and texture sprays. We're gonna mix these both in together, because a lot of the times a dry shampoo, which is a product that you add to your hair next day, helps to absorb oils to your hair while also giving a bit of a gritty feel. This could add some volume, texture, and even hold to your style, similar to what a texture spray itself will do. Texture spray is something that you might want to use if you don't particularly deal with an oily scalp. So, Anthony, are you saving or splurging for this category?
Save.
You know, you had a decent run there. You were doing okay, but unfortunately, I do recommend splurging in this category. Mostly, especially when we are using a dry shampoo on the rootage area of your hair. Any product that's going near your scalp, I believe, should be splurged on, and not just, you know, any kind of blatant splurge on. Again, we want to use good products from reputable brands. Just because it's expensive doesn't mean that it's going to be good. But I have personally used dry shampoos that were luxury to use and really made the biggest difference. So I am gonna go ahead and say splurge on that one, but I will remind you that there are exceptions to every rule, and if you found a great dry shampoo or texture spray that is affordable, please share it with the class. Drop it in the comment section below with the rest of your answers, because I want to see what you're saying to all of our scages. I want to see what you're answering to all of our save or splurge questions. On that note, we're going to move on to the next category. How many do we have left, Amanda? We only have 2 more left. This is the home stretch, and we'll come right back after the break. Unless you have ad blocker, and in that case you're wondering what's here. but there is going to be a YouTube ad here, please. Thank you so much. Hairspray. Now, this is not a refreshing spray for your roots. This is not just going to add volume and texture, but this is actually gonna add hold to your hair. If you're someone that doesn't reach for a hair oil to finish your hair, you might be a good candidate for hairspray. Now, hairspray is notoriously known for being sticky and can be even icy, you know, freezing your hair in place, which may be what you are desiring, but usually we want to use a hairspray that will give hold without being too crispy, crunchy, or worse yet, be flaking in your hair. I'm gonna stop myself right there and bring it back to our contestant. Anthony, hairspray, are you gonna save or are you splurging?
Splurge!
Splurge! I have discovered a couple hairsprays that did well for me while not breaking the bank or hurting my wallet, but typically I am going to splurge. But I do think a hairspray is a good product to splurge on if it's a product that you are using, because the right hairspray will leave you with a nice touchable feel, not flake, and is good to use even while working. What do I mean by that? There are finishing hairsprays, and some hairsprays are made to be workable hairsprays, so you can continue to zhuzh the hair, move it around, even add heat protection and style on top of. And so those are great hairsprays that I would recommend you use if that's, again, what you were looking for out of your routine. Now, last but certainly not least, we're talking tools, something that we are frequently using. If you are someone that often uses their blow dryer on their hair, then I want to know if you are going to splurge or save on a hair dryer. Remember, this is a product that could potentially save you a lot of time in your hair care routine when it comes to drying, but using the wrong tool might increase frizz and even damage your hair if it's using way too much heat. So considering these things, Anthony, what do you think? Are you personally going to save or splurge on a dryer that you are using in close proximity to your scalp, may I add, and probably also using very frequently because you wash your hair on the daily?
My answer is that I'm going to save on a hair dryer, but for people that want to get a really good blowout, if not a salon looking like blowout, and to want to win this game, I'm going to want to go with the right answer, and I'm going to say splurge.
Anthony, you are officially disqualified from this tournament. That answer is completely unacceptable. You cannot speak for other people. We were asking you for your opinion, which we don't even want to hear anymore. Obviously, you have no idea what you're talking about. So let me just clear the hair when it comes to a blow dryer. Anthony, you're canceled. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, yeah, but what's the right answer?
I think my answer might be obvious. As a professional hairstylist that uses a blow dryer every single day, that use the blow dryer back-to-back clients in an appointment time that I often had to be rushing towards the end of, using a higher end blow dryer saved me not only time, but also the health of my hair and others. And so I do say splurge if you can. If it's on sale, you splurge that on up, especially, or add it to your wish list and share that with all your friends and family so maybe they could come together, because it's definitely an area of your hair care routine that I think is worth spending on. But again, I want to hear from you and still thank our canceled contestant for joining us today.
Game's rigged.
Considering all things, you did great, sweetie, and I'm really proud of you, and I want to thank you so much. Oh, come on up here. Come on. Do you think Anthony did a good job?
Get in the comments.
Should he be exiled? Let us know. And thank you for tuning in. This has been your main girl Mel, our contestant Anthony, and our beautiful showgirl Amanda. Make sure to tune in next week for a very exciting video. This video is super special and close to our hearts because we are reaching an anniversary on this channel and we are looking for ways to give back to our audience. So make sure that you are subscribed. Head over to meansbymel.com, join our newsletter, and for any other links, they will be in the description box below for you to check out some of the products that we might recommend. Until next time, we are out. Peace! Haha! Put it there. I got my procedure cards here, ready? And look, it's a French twist. If you ever want to learn how to do it yourself, or if you want to perform a color cleanse, I'm your host and your main girl, Mel, and I'm here to save your pockets and your... Stop it. Hold on. Woo!
God, what's up?
That was... Oh shit, was I on black? Was I on blue or yellow? What's good, everybody, and welcome back to the show. In this episode, I didn't like how I started. Hold on. Come on down! Yeah, there he is! No, there he... No. I'm gonna make it... There he is! Come on down! Thank you so much for coming out here, sir.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
What's up, please? I think we have the wrong guy. Yeah, you gotta just be yourself.
Okay, go.
Remember, you're a man.
Okay.
Come on in! Hello! Welcome to our contestant. Tell them about yourself.
Hi, I'm Anthony, and I'm her brother.
Anthony, you have something in your teeth.
Oh no.
Okay, we need hair and makeup. Amanda, hair and makeup, please. And possibly
Do
floss.
I actually have something in my teeth?
And maybe mouthwash. Yeah.
What the fuck is going on here?
You got some...
Really?
Hi, I'm Anthony. This
Is that how
my
you
sister.
speak? And is that how you speak?
This is how I speak. I am also the host. I am the new host.
He's coming for my job. I want sex appeal.
I'm not doing that.
Sexy! Give it to me! Ow! Wow! Val, and answer. You. Oh wow. It's so good. Look at that. Oh my goodness. We are... Oh, hold on. Then I want slow-mo. I want you... Oh!
My eyes are burning!
Amanda! You look like a child! Try to say it deep. Yeah. Lengthen it.
Deep conditioners.
I'm hot.
Amanda,
Man.
I'm melting. I'm melting. I'm literally melting. Okay, one more time. Amanda, get yourself together.